Hello YouTube and welcome to the channel. So I'm Matt, Retro Matt, and this video is a little bit different from my previous videos. So as you can probably tell, I'm a major Magic the Gathering fan. I've actually, with the recent pandemic, I've moved pretty much completely digital. Due to the local game stores closing, it's meant that I've not had as much time actually building decks. So what I've decided to do is sell off a few Magic cards, and as you can see, there is a box wall over here. I'll show you an actual shot of the wall now, so you can actually see how many boxes there actually are. So the plan was, I've been collecting for around 3 to 6 months. Any bargains I've been able to find on Spock, Facebook Marketplace, eBay, pretty much anywhere in the local area. I've had friends and family picking up bits for me in their local areas. And the plan has been to try and assemble a He-Man collection. So I have noticed the prices have been going up and up. So I thought now's as good a time as any to try and reassemble a collection. I was into He-Man in my youth, and now the time has come to open all of the boxes. So I have got off camera that you won't be able to see, there is another pile of boxes. So those are accessories, spare parts, things that I'm going to need to actually fix things, as well as a few surprises along the line. So obviously where the boxes are at the moment is going to be my display area. So obviously first thing, let's get rid of all these boxes. Let's get them opened over here in the workshop area and see what we've got. Okay, thanks, hope you enjoy the video, and I'll catch you in the boxes. Okay, on to the first box. So you'll notice I've blanked out all of the addresses on these already. Some of these will be single figures, double figures. We've got some of larger boxes, as you can see, which have got some collections in there. So the first thing we're going to need is to actually get our pair of scissors and make a start on the first box. So I will not actually be sorting out the boxes in this video. It's literally just going to be going through, opening everything, seeing what we've got, and then we'll probably do a sped up time lapse or something along those lines later to actually sort out the collection in a larger area. Obviously the amount of boxes and figures I've got here, I'm not going to be able to do that. So again, some of these boxes have been sitting up there for a few months. Obviously I've been reorganising so that everything will fit, so I don't actually know what we're going to get. So the first thing we've got is Man at Arms. Again, we'll be doing individual videos for each character where we'll be assembling them together. There are some rules which I will bring up in the screen in a moment after this box, just so we can see exactly what we're going to be doing in the collection. We've got a mechanic there, trap jar. Who else have we got in here? It's the last one in here. I think that's Clawful or someone along those lines. And no accessories in here, so these are just base figures. So yeah, there we go. First box opened, made a start. So what I'll do is, as I say, I'll just put up the collection building rules now for you so you can see how we're actually going to approach this. Okay, so on to the collection building rules. So first of all, we want to be at least 100% complete. So obviously we do have a bit of artistic license to have more accessories. Good example there, Evelyn's cloak. She didn't come in the original figures, but obviously in the filmation she did. All components must match from the country of origin manufacturer. So if we have a Taiwan figure, we want Taiwan accessories. We also want the original Wave edition for figures, so that's more like He-Man and Skeletor. We want the Wave 1 edition. I am aware they made further editions in kind of like the packs with He-Man and Battle Cat, Skeletor, Panther, etc. But we always want to grab the original Wave where possible. We'll repair and restore figures as necessary. We're going to do everything ourselves where possible, and obviously we'll document as we go. We'll also create reproduction pieces where possible, or if necessary we'll purchase from a specialist. Now that's mainly because I don't have the ability to create resin accessories. I also don't have a 3D printer. So a few important notes. So the intention will always be to swap out any reproduction parts for original pieces, but only once they become available for a reasonable price. So some of them are ridiculously expensive, so just so that I can display the figures, we will look to get some reproduction parts. Not ideal, but it's just the reality. Due to space limitations, we won't be collecting variants, so that will just be one of each figure. We will class things like Battle Armor He-Man, Battle Armor Skeletor as separate figures, so those aren't considered variants, certainly for the purposes of collecting. And we'll also give full credit for any reproduction or specialist parts that we're using, just in case people want to go and grab them themselves. Okay, on to the next box. Again, we've taken off all of the postage labels, so that's going to be a recurring theme, as you'll see. Let's see what we've got in here. So this time we'll use a pen knife, it's probably a little bit easier. Cutting through there. Okay. It's well and securely packed for us. Let's see how we get on. Okay. Okay, I remember this purchase now. So this is actually pretty much a broken collection, so I've got this for parts. Obviously we've got 2 cringers there. Just move this to the side so you can see what we've got. We've got a broken leech. We've got a broken 2 bars. Cobra can. Roboto, my favourite, there we go, yeah, broken, completely broken Fister, some legs, Skeletor, Jitsu, Money Faces, bring it back so you can see him. We've got this in ammo, he actually works, that's good, just put him there. And then let's see if we can from here. Hard I can by the looks of things. And there we go. Yeah. Okay, on to the next box. Now we're actually going to do 2 this time. Both little small ones, so there may be just 1 figurine in these. Obviously the Facebook Marketplace pickups. I do have 1 box which we'll get to near the end where I've actually just been putting figures in. I think these were actually picked up by family members if memory serves. So let's just open this up. And then obviously they've wrapped them up and posted them down for me. Oh yeah, more broken figures here. Now this was interesting. I remember this one. I believe this was on Facebook. So obviously we have Man at Arms and Triclops broken. Obviously, I think they're Triclops and that's Man at Arms. But obviously they've got the armours mixed around now. The armours to me looked perfect, so that's kind of why I got these. Okay, so that's that box. Move those out of the way. Let's go into this box and see who we've got. Best way to get in here, I think it's over here. So, put down there. This is the fun part, isn't it? Figuring out how to get into the boxes. And again, we have a put down there. There we go. Oh look, what we've got. That's another bag. There's more bags. And more bags. Oh, okay. So this is a Castle Grayskull throne. Now, if memory serves, this is actually a broken peg throne. But again, picked it up. I'd probably be able to fix that. I think that was relatively cheap. Again, a family member, I believe, picked this up and posted it down for me. I think that was like a £1 or something like that. So there we go. That's the next 2 boxes. So moving on to the next box. So it's worth noting I'm actually recording this audio afterwards. I did have a bit of a computer crash when I was importing a lot of the video files, so I do apologise that you're not going to be able to hear the sounds of the lovely box opening here, but obviously I was able to recover the video itself. It's just that the audio track was lost. But yeah, I can give you a commentary as it goes. So again, I believe this was a family member delivery. So as you see, we're just getting into the box. Did struggle a bit with some of these boxes. It's a testament to the packaging that they came in. And as you can see, so far, all the packages have been well wrapped, and this box is no different. So now that we're into it, let's have a look what we've got. Again, I apologise for the poor camera angle on some of these unboxings, but we will move it around, and all being well, we have to show you what we've got. So there we go. So first figure in here, it looks like we've got a Prince Adam's legs. So as we open him up, there we go. So you'll see as we go through, there's going to be a number of Prince Adam and He-Man figures, as you can imagine. From most people's collections have these characters and these figures, but we've got an idea for some customs, so we'll be getting onto those at some stage in the channel. So here we go. We've got a bit of a Beastman going on there with his armour. Obviously we don't have his shoulder parts, but we'll see if we've got any of those in later boxes. Also worth noting, and this probably happens with a lot of people collecting He-Man, people tend to throw in figures that aren't actually part of the franchise. So after a bit of research after this video, obviously I'm recording this later, these are actually from a line called Sectors. So I believe that's one like Skulk or Skunk. Okay, next character is actually He-Man though, so we've got a Stinkor there, no armour, but we'll keep the Sectors character to one side. I believe there is another character we'll get to that's also from that line, but we'll obviously see as we go through. Here we go, we've got a Webstar with his armour. Unfortunately he doesn't actually have his grappling hook, but again we'll look to see if we can get a replacement one. I do know how to repair those, thanks to the wonderful videos from Toypoloi. A bit of a shout out there, and obviously we'll be doing links to his videos when we actually repair things. And then if we look, we're struggling here to get into the wrap, but again, wrapped well. Thank you very much, whoever sent these down. And there we go, we've got a Merman with armour, a little bit bent in the corner, but again, thanks to a number of YouTube videos, we're able to repair those with a little bit of hot water. And into the next figure. So again, this is the other Sectors character of the figure. Again, not He-Man, but again, people just seem to think if it's a figure, it's got to be He-Man. And then the next character, here we go, the next figure. If we go in, yep, there we go, we've got a Skeletor. He does have his armour, and he does also have his belt, which seems to be the item that's missing the most from a number of these figures. But fortunately he's got that there, so this so far is quite a good pickup. And Manny Faces, he's actually in quite good condition. I didn't pull it close to the camera, but I couldn't see any visible rubbing on the top of his helmet, which tends to be where they're damaged the most. And here we go, we've got another Webstar, again without the grappling hook or his the cord that he runs down, but again, thanks to Toypoloi in his videos, we'll be able to fix him when we get to that character. And then the next item, I believe this is Grislaw, again with his armour, again looking in fabulous condition. So quite happy with this box so far. They all look to be in relatively good condition, apart from obviously we have two random characters who have nothing to do with He-Man. And quick check, and that's it, nothing else in the box. Okay, on to the next box, and again another voiceover, so as you can tell this is kind of where the PC crash occurred with this batch of videos. So again, apologies that you can't hear the lovely box opening noises. As you can see, this box was actually a little bit battered when I opened it, so I think it got wet. But anyway, here we go into the content. Not as well packaged as some of the other boxes, especially considering the content. So as you can see, we've got a Panther there. He's actually in relatively good condition, complete with his armour. We will be doing a segment on Panthers. Obviously, there were a few touch-ups needed, and as you can see, we managed to get a slime pit, which was really good. And again, if memory serves, this was another cheap box. It didn't cost much at all. Obviously we do have the head bit missing on the slime pit there. We have Teela with armour, so actually again in really good condition. And we have a He-Man, slightly wonky legs as you can see, but again we'll be doing a series on fixing legs. We've got a Battle Armour He-Man. He is actually broken, so again we'll have to try and fix him. And then we've got an Evil Lyn. Unfortunately, she does have quite a bit of what we call crotch rot, a little bit of chewing on her stuff. But again, we'll see what we can do when we actually get to the Evil Lyn video. And that was it for this box. So on to the next. Okay, so on to the next box. So this video is quite corrupted, so I've done my best to salvage what I can, and obviously I'm recording this audio later, but yeah, let's see what we've got in this box. So this was another Facebook pickup, actually in my local area. Quite a lot of figures in here. Unfortunately we won't get a chance to see them all, but we managed to see a few. So there we've got Dragster, we've got Leech, we've got a Panther with his armour. He was actually in pretty knocked up condition, but it's mixed bag collections. You're going to get some good, some bad. So what we can see here, we've got Dragon Blaster Skeletor, normal Skeletor. Also down there we can see we've got Tubad and Jitsu. We've got another Cringer there. We seem to be collecting a few Cringers as we go. Orko, I think that's the first Orko we've actually opened as yet. We've got Buzzoff with his wings, which is relatively rare. Obviously they tend to come without the wings. We've got a Grizzlar, again, we've got a couple of Grizzlars that we've opened so far. And then the last item I believe is going to be Stridor. And then that's actually it for this video. Unfortunately, we don't get to see the rest of the box, but we will do at the end in the group shop. We'll see all of the figures. Okay, let's mix it up again a little bit. So let's do a few bags, a few packets. Now, it's probably worth noting that when I did buy some items from people, mainly on Facebook and Shpock, after I'd had family members collect, it turned out that there were some items missing from some of the photos in the collections according to the family members. So what I did was actually contacted the people, and then they posted them down for me. That's not all of these packets, but it's definitely going to be some of them. So let's have a look here. Oh, we have a I want to say Stratos jetpack, a couple of the blue training weapons. Don't believe they were a family member pickup. I think that was an eBay purchase. Let's get in here. Let's just get it from the bottom. Okay, broken Prince Adam. So you may notice a recurring theme with these characters. Oh, fabulous! This was the Prince Adam with the original jacket. Does that look like it's been prepped? Anyway, we'll inspect. But yeah, original Prince Adam jacket. You may reach find this again. The customs are going to do something with him. Last package here. Oh, fabulous. Yeah, I think this was an eBay purchase, but yeah, man-at-arms with his weapon and 2 bits of armour. Obviously he didn't have the main armour, but he looks in great condition. He was relatively cheap on an auction. Picked him up. I like the logo on the tub. I may use that as my primary tub. Fabulous. There we go, some packets. Okay, into the box. There we go. Pen knife. And how we're going to attack this one. Very well packaged. A weak point here. Back down. Indeed it is. I do actually recognise the writing of the fragile, so I believe this is another family member. Then post it down for me. So that's the thing with Facebook with these old collections. You do find a lot of people won't post. Now obviously with the family members they will post for me. Again, if it's within 10 miles of a certain family member, they've been very kind, nipping out during the lockdowns and the pandemic and collecting for me. So just try and take this off. Actually we can believe we can just get in. Let's see. There we go. Okay. Oh yeah, definitely this is from my mother. She did say that she'd put a little present in for us. So I know what's in this bag, but obviously you don't, so let's move it to one side. Have a look. Yeah, this was in our local area and she graciously picked up. So this is an absolutely fabulous condition. Fringer. Okay. He-Man. Does work well. See the gun in the box. To the next side. Pamphor, which means the last person in here. Skeleton again. We didn't get any accessories with those, but I really, other than his part there, that's not in too bad condition. But there we go. Okay, here we go, on to the next box. So I believe this was a Shpock pickup, again local area, very cheap. It was sold as an incomplete package if memory serves, but obviously we've got part of the Point Dread set there. A massive bag of accessories. and that came along with this, but little else was with it. So again, we've got the top cage part of a Talon fighter. It's to do with the stickers, and it's actually got the rubber ring where the antenna fits. We have another Battle Cat piece of armour there, and then the last item in this box was a Strider, but again in utterly fantastic condition. Again, well wrapped. This was before we collected it. Again, missing the tail. Unfortunately, this wasn't actually present in the big bag of accessories, which was very surprising. As you can see, just having a quick check there to see if it's in there, but unfortunately not. But other than that, this was a really good accessories pack to get for some of the figures that didn't come with anything. Okay, let's mix it up again. Let's do another collection of packages. There we go. Right then. Let's do this one first here. Graceful drawbridge. Again, it is broken, but we pick it up relatively cheap. And again, I have got methods for fixing these. It's probably safe to mention, or I should mention, that Toy Pillow, he's got a YouTube channel. Again, I'll link it in the description. It's been invaluable source of information on how to fix these things. So a lot of items that I've actually bought or procured have been based on a lot of his videos. So again, as I mentioned at the top of the video, I do have a number of packages to one side that I'm going to be using for fixing. So try and get into this one. More of a weekend. Oh, I recall this was another one that some items. I'm not sure who that calls for. I'm sure we'll figure it out. Oh, these were missing from a collection of someone that picked up and knows what. The items that were in the picture that weren't there, so we've got those. Okay, let's put that to one side. Let's put our drawbridge in so that we can see it. Next package here. Get in. Not been gracious with this opening at all. We're just excited to get in and see what we've got. If you are enjoying the video so far, I know I'm certainly enjoying opening these finally. I say some of these have been sitting waiting for opening for near enough 6 months now, and there are actually still some more boxes and collections on the way, but I thought I've reached the ceiling now with the boxes. It's time to open them. Okay, so this is either Rock Dart or Stone Dart. I'm not quite sure which one. He's in absolutely fabulous condition. There's a few marks there, and then the last small box here, and I think this is probably going to be a single figure. Get in here in the Viennetta Biscuit Caramel. Quite a nice one as well, limited edition, fabulous. But it's not a Viennetta that's in here. It's going to be more He-Man. Okay, and what have we got? Ah yes, another one that was a missing item, another Battle Cat armour with. We're building quite the collection of Battle Cat armours. Obviously the plan is going to be to sell off some of the duplicates and spares that we don't need, but we'll do that probably in bulk after we've sold a lot of the figures. So there we go, that was those ones. Okay, next box. Big one, this one. Let's see, hopefully there's more than one item and it's not like Amazon packaging where you'll get a box this side and it'll have an SD card in it or something. No, I would imagine this is, living He-Man, this is going to be quite full. Hope so. Let's get into the box. Well packaged, quite a lot of these. Oh, I remember this one. So I believe yeah, this is actually a broken one. Now I've got this because in another box somewhere I'm sure there's going to be another one. And some of these are snaps. You can see a number of these snaps, but I believe we've just got one snapped on the other one, which we'll see when we get to it. So again, we picked this up relatively cheap. for spares we've been broken, I believe. So that's it for this box. Okay, so this box is actually quite a large box. So as you can see, we can't even fit it fully in camera. Again, apologies, this is recorded over audio again, but we did manage to salvage pretty much all of the video file for this one, so that's good. But yeah, here we go. It says fragile, so obviously the length of the box may give a little bit of a clue as to what's in it. Obviously, the last video as well may be a bit of a clue of something that could be this long. But as you see, we're getting into the box. Again, really well packaged this was. As we see when we get into the next part of the box, we'll be able to see just how well the seller had sent this. So again, this was a Facebook purchase. It had been listed for weeks. They did have it at what I would consider a relatively high price, but because they'd had it listed for weeks, I kind of played my case with them, let them know that I was going to be assembling a bit of a collection together. I was trying to pick things up cheap because they had it up a while. I think they just wanted to get it out of the house, so they did agree to sell it to me for considerably less than they were actually asking for it originally. So it just goes to show, if somebody's asking quite a lot of money for something, if you can't afford that much, it's worth asking them if they're willing to take less. The worst they can say is no. But again, this came really well packaged. They really wanted to protect the contents here, and I'm glad they did, because as we'll see in a second when we get into it, one of the figures in here is actually quite an expensive figure in relative terms. So there we go. As you can see, we've actually got another battle bone. So this is the one, as I was indicating in the previous box, where we bought the spare to actually fix this. So as you can see there is actually one of the clips broken. So we'll do a small repair on that when we get to the battle bones video, and just swap over a clip basically. So again, as you can see, it was tied down with fishing wire. They really didn't want this to go anywhere. So you see, quick count up, we've actually got 10 figures in here in all. So we've got a Stratos at the back there with his jetpack on. We've got a Zodak, again with the red armour. We've got a Mossman. The next one along, this was what I was really happy once I realised this was in. So this is a Clamp Champ. Unfortunately, doesn't have his weapons, but he's actually in really, really good condition. You see at the top of the screen there, we've got a Trapjaw. Unfortunately, no weapons, but that tends to be the case. We've got another Buzz Off there with wings. Leading at the top, we've got Skeletor at the top there, and then at the other side we've got a Merman and a Manny Faces. Yeah, and that was it for this box. Okay, so this time let's go with 2 boxes. I thought I was saying on to the next box, so this time it's on to the next 2 boxes. Okay, so again, relatively small boxes. Not expecting there to be vast collections in here. Obviously, we're saving the big 2 boxes for the end. It's kind of a final climax, and pretty sure you can imagine what's going to be in some of the bigger boxes. But here we go. So we're into the first one. Again, not as great packaging on this one as some of the others have been. Just kind of stuck in a Ziploc bag, tied a bit of newspaper. But again, not too bad. So there we've got a Manny Faces. We've got a Prince Adam with what I believe is a Voltron sword, which isn't He-Man. Again, he's wearing Cyclops armour, Triclops armour, sorry, and obviously we have Triclops there. And then we've got a couple of weapons, which again I think we'll be able to resolve those. A little bit of hot water, they should fix right up. And then again we've got Prince Adam's sword. Tiny little bit of damage on there, but we can live with damage for a relatively cheap cost that these boxes have cost. Obviously, in future, if we pick up any more collections and we've got an intact Prince Adam, we'll just swap that straight out. So there we go. That was that one. So let's open this next one and see what goodies we've got inside. Again, some of these were quite tough to open, to find the edges. Some of them were relatively strong. This one, yeah, with a bit of brute force, we were able to actually just hack our way into it. So again, just being careful really not to damage anything that's inside. So I'm quite happy at ripping the outer packaging, as you can see. But yeah, as long as I don't delve too deep. So let's have a look what we've got in here. So we've got another Skeletor. I believe that was a hard-headed Skeletor, and there we go, we've got another Teal, and unfortunately she has got a bit of a broken waist, but we have got some ideas for some customs where Teela will come in. Then we've got a Man-at-Arms. Unfortunately, he doesn't have his left arm, and then we have a man in faces as well. There you go, on to another medium-sized box. I'd consider this. Looks relatively straightforward to get into, just a tiny bit of parcel tape here. So again, let's just cut down the seams, care for the insides, and let's have a look what we've got inside here. So again, this is very well packaged, so thanks again to whomever I bought this from. Really do appreciate it being packaged this well. Again, keeps the figures nice and safe and secure to survive transit. So here we go. Let's open up the box, and in the top layer here, the first one we can see there, that looks like a clawful. Again, fabulous condition, full working order. Some of these figures have been well looked after. Obviously, not all of them. Some of them, especially the broken ones, are in great condition. But that we've got I believe that's a mantis with the extendable eyes. Again, absolutely fantastic condition. We've got a Stratos here. Again, he's in great condition, apart from there's a little bit of paint chipping on his face. We've got a Cobra Khan, a Webster, unfortunately no accessories. Again, Webster's got great arms and legs, but his body's a little bit faded. We've got a Roboto, slightly faded jaw, which is a little bit upsetting, but he is still fully functional and usable. We've got a Battle Ram in really good condition. Unfortunately, no missiles that we can see, but overall, that's actually in really good condition for something of its age. And then the last item we've got here, quite heavy. Again, we'll need to test this as well once we've got everything unboxed. But we've got a Dragon Walker. This was fantastic. So the advert for this was actually walking over a gap as the kids were playing outside. But yeah, Dragon Walker. We'll get some batteries in that. We'll get it tested, and we'll see if it works. Okay, so this is now the last of the small packages. It's in shoes. Let's get in. Scissors first for this. Okay, Lazy Panda sock show. Let's hope we've not got some Lazy Panda socks. Oh, nice, bamboo trunks. Someone's underpant tubes. It's okay, we're not really interested in underpants. It just looks like it's got a seal around here, which we will just go around and cut. Okay, there we go. What have we got here? It's another broken Prince Adam. Again, a lot of these I've picked up for like £1, £2, and then obviously you get postage, and some family members, bless them, they've not charged for postage. I'm going to presume this may be a family member Facebook purchase. Oh, we've got, no, this was actually an eBay purchase, I remember, and a recent one at that. Now I remember because I got him, because I do it again, I've got customs planned. It works, that's definitely restorable. And obviously we've got the power sword in utterly fantastic condition. It's a Taiwan power sword as well, which, as we get into the He-Mans, you'll probably know that the original Wave 1 He-Man was Taiwan is the country of origin that you want to get. Certainly as my research suggests. If that's wrong, or you know anything better to do with the country of origin of He-Man, then please comment below. And then, okay, we've got a Skeletor staff, Skeletor armour, Stone Dars, Skeletor's power sword, helmets. That's it. Not bad. Okay, so let's get on to the next box. Now the next box is the first of our massive boxes. Now, obviously we can't fit that all on the camera. We just actually knocked our camera a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm literally going to pop this on the floor, just so that we can see. Let's just move it around here temporarily, so you can see it's all in this box. Hack at it seems to be the method here. Dustbin liners. Put this here. Oh, looks to be 2 boxes in here. It's okay. Yeah. Open you up. Bags in boxes in boxes. There we go. Okay. Let's turn this right around again. Do it gently. There we go. And separate this box out from the other box. Okay, so now into the spot of these 2 boxes. So this was an attic clearance, again a Facebook Marketplace purchase. They graciously agreed that they'd post it. Obviously I cover the postage cost, but the rest of the box was effectively it was so cheap, so cheap. And again, got a lot of characters here. Again, some of these snake men, I believe that's King Hiss without his armour, but yeah, as you can see, we've got a lot. So there's also some Snake Mountain pieces here, another Manny faces, you can see. Again, that looks like that's another King Hiss with part of his armour. Again, Prince Adam, good for a few customs. We've got a battle armour Skeletor there. Again, it does appear to be broken, but thanks to Toy Polloi videos, again we're going to have a bash at fixing it. We'll do a separate YouTube video on that. There we go, another normal Skeletor. I believe he's a Dragon Blaster Skeletor because of his lighter purple boots. Who else? We've got Cyclone Shield. We've got a working Fistar. Lasher, I believe this guy is. Again, I believe he's to do with the Snake Men, potentially. Again, that looks like it's part of King Hiss's arm. So make sure that we put on him. Yep, it certainly is. So there we go. Sanctuary Storm. He's just got 1 piece of armor missing. Triclops. He's working. Slightly wonky legs. His waist action does appear to be okay though. But again, we'll cover it in more detail later. Another Mantis. He was quite popular. We've got a gate for Snake Mountain. Again, we've got a He-Man here. His armor looks to be actually in really good condition. A Beastman with the yellow armour. Obviously we are wanting the red armour for Beastman. Too Bad. This is a working Too Bad. Obviously the previous ones have been broken. A Roboto. He's actually got a weapon attached to him. Now there was also a bag of accessories in this box. So it'll be good to see if we've got everything. Another web store there. Ramman. Now unfortunately Ramman is a little bit broken. He doesn't actually spring up and down, which is a shame. But yeah, that mechanism is quite brittle. We've got part of another slime pit there. We've got a Stinker, again with Hodak armour on, which is not Hodak armour, sorry, Wonderbread He-Man armour. Got a bit more armour there. Trapjaw, unfortunately, no weapons, and he is actually broken on his loop at the top. Again, another piece of armour there. Buzz-Off, missing the wings and an arm. And we've got another battle armour He-Man, again unfortunately is broken, so again through Toy Polloi videos we're going to have a bash of fixing. We've got a Mechanic, I believe we'd opened it, a bit of accessory, I'm not quite sure that's He-Man, I don't believe it is. Yeah, let's just push Buzz-Off to one side. It does appear to be working other than the missing wings and the missing arm. Actually it does look like his arm's actually broken at the socket there, which is a shame, but again we may be able to use him for spares later down the line. And then, as you can see here, we've just got a massive bag of accessories. Okay, so unfortunately we did lose part of the video here for going into the box. So as you can see, we did open quite a few items out of the large box. So here we've got actually part of the Point Dread, and you can see on the desk there, we do have part of a Talon Fighter. We ended up with a part of another Battle Ram, some of the Snake figures. There was this interesting He-Man shield. I believe it was HG Industries. This one is actually very damaged, unfortunately. But it may be worthwhile if somebody wants it. Obviously, I'm not overly interested. But again, it was He-Man, so they did actually include it with the lot. But yeah, you see with another Dragon Walker on the table there. We've got another contents of a slime pit. We did actually get a part of a Snake Mountain. Unfortunately, you won't see me taking that out. But again, these were the figures that we ended up with mainly in that box. As I say, we had a slime pit, Dragon Walker, and again, as I say, Snake Mountain. Unfortunately, we did miss the unboxing of Snake Mountain. But again, we'll catch that in the shot where we show you the entire collection at the end. Okay, so here we go. We're going to be getting on to the last of the main big boxes from the mountain that we had to unbox. Unfortunately, due to corruption of the video, we've not actually managed to see every box that was opened, which is a shame. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to salvage all of the video. But here we go, and we can see we've got the last big box here on floor. So most of this video is okay, so we barely see exactly what we've got in this box. So with it being quite large, as you can see, it takes a little while to figure out how to open it. So we'll just skip ahead and we'll get inside the box. Right, going into the first carrier bag here. So for those who know the He-Man quite well, you probably know what this is part of. So yeah, this is part of the Fright Zone. Fortunately, it's a bit of a broken treat, but again, because of the price we paid for this entire box, we were expecting a few damaged items, and obviously a number of items actually being in good condition. So again, a bit of Castle Grayskull there, the Canon from the top. So again, you could probably presume what we're going to have in this large box by the time we're finished. So again, just trying to get out a lot of these bags. So they've really taken care to individually wrap each item. So again, we can see there's another part of the Fright Zone. Unfortunately, as we've gone through this box, we didn't actually get the snake puppet, but again, I didn't actually see it in the pictures, so I'm not surprised that it wasn't actually there. So again, individually wrapped item, and we've got another part of a battle ram. So again, the last video we actually had the front kind of sled part of a battle ram. So if we put these together, we've ended up with a complete battle ram. Again, no missiles, but it does look like one may have broken and been stuck down there. So again, when we actually move on to that video, we'll get in there with a pair of nose pliers, and we'll see if we can actually get that out. So again, just carrying on going through this box. Again, lots and lots of wrapping on this one. But if we get into this bag here, again, apologies for the poor camera angle, but with these large boxes and the limited space, it is actually quite difficult to get a good angle. But yeah, in this one we've got a shelf there for Castle Grayskull, which is great, and we've actually got a belt, again one of the HG belts from the kids dress up. That's actually in really good condition, and again another shield there. Again, I'll not be keeping these for my collection. There is a little bit of damage, but I will be selling these on for someone who may want to try and plastic repair them, or maybe even just use them for parts, because the straps were actually intact. Again, in this next one, some more Castle Grayskull parts. We've got another branch there for the Fright Zone tree. These do tend to come quite broken now, but yeah, we've got the main piece there for the trapdoor, and we've got some really good small shelves. They all look to be in really good condition. And part of this collecting, as I'm finding out, is it may be that you end up with 2 or 3 good pieces that you can actually use with other good pieces to make up a set. And again, we've got the bottom section of the Fright Zone actually looked in really good condition. Pulling out another bag here. Again, just moving all of the packaging out of the way. And this time, I think, yep, we've got a Wind Raider. It's definitely seen better days. Yep, he's a little bit broken there. We may try and repair that, or with them being relatively cheap, if there's any parts, we'll probably just get another one and assemble it. Again, another Dragon Walker. Again, we'll get some batteries in all of these, and we'll see what's working and what's not working. Again, there's its base, which it will flip to walk across holes and gaps in tables. So it'll be fun to try that out in the kitchen. Another Road Ripper. We did find that one of the cards that we opened, I think the long green one, actually worked on the Road Ripper, although I believe it did come with a red one originally. But again, for now, quite happy to use any card that will work on it, as long as we're not damaging the card or the Road Ripper itself. Again, another part of Castle Grayskull there, the lift, which again looks to be in great condition. The drawbridge, unfortunately, this is a little bit broken again, but again, thanks to Toy Poloy's videos, we will be able to, all being well, fix these with a few choice pieces and recommendations that he's made. Again, when we get to that video series, I will link in the description the actual video that I'll be using of Toy Poloy, so big shout out to him. There we go, it's another part of the Fright Zone, the gate. And then the large pieces, the last ones in the box, were actually, as we'll be able to see in a moment, if we can just get it out of this bag, it's part of Castle Grayskull. Now the clips on the front, obviously one's broken, one's intact, which is a shame. And again on the side, the hinges there looks okay. But again, it's not always about the big pieces. It can be the smaller components. As long as they're in functional order, it helps assemble a working set. Yeah, unfortunately, as you can see here, the clips are broken. So to fix this, likely we'll be securing some hinges on it, just so that we can keep it open and closed. And then I believe this is now the last bag in the box, and it's the last main piece to the fright zone. And there we go. So that was the last box. So unfortunately, Snake Mountain did manage to elude us in the corrupted videos. Okay, so there we have it. All of the boxes have been opened. We've got a completely empty area, which is great because, as we mentioned, we're going to be using this to display. So next video at least is going to be on actually preparing this area ready to display. I'll send you to a shop now where you can actually just have a look at absolutely everything that we've opened. So again, apologies that we lost some of the videos. I've done my best to repair it as best I can, but as you can see, we'd actually opened quite a lot. You can actually see Snake Mountain snuck over there in the background. Overall though, really happy. So we're going to categorise everything now. We're going to pack everything together, so get everything properly sorted, and then each figure is going to get its own special video when we actually collate all the bits together or do any repairs, but we'll cover that in later videos. But for now, that's it. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, comment below if you've seen anything that I've missed or anything rare in any of that yet. Please let me know. Otherwise, I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.